Today on the channel, we get radioactive with Jakks Pacific Simpsons line Deluxe Radioactive Man.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jakks Pacific Simpsons unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the deluxe version of Radioactive Man. But for all your Radioactive Man needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items, anything over $79. Does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And this isn't our first go around with Radioactive Man, as we did unbox the Super 7 version not too long ago here on the channel. One of the greatest what-if lines of all times was that Super 7 Simpsons line. Man, oh man, they had some dogs, of course, looking at you, Devil Flanders, but they had some amazing figures, and what could have been with that toy line over the years, I guess we'll never know at this point. However, Jakks does step in with the role of the licensee, of course, for toys with the Simpsons, and we're getting a lot of figures from them. The best part about it is the very cheap price point. They don't break your wallet like the Super 7 ones. Maybe not as detailed, maybe a little bit less than Super 7. I think that's fair to say. But you get what you pay for there. And this Radioactive Man is an interesting one, around $25, where the regular figures are around $12 or so. This being a deluxe figure, and this being a very hard to find figure for whatever reason. I'm not sure exactly why this is so hard to find. I did come across this at my local GameStop, so that might be an option for those that are searching after this one. It's an interesting one. It feels like it just doesn't have the release like the other ones in there. It's just a little bit harder to find. So maybe your mileage may vary. I'm not exactly sure. But one thing I am sure of, how we're going to do this review, we're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Without further ado, let's see what old Radioactive Man's looking like right there. Looking like a little like Homer Simpson, I would say. But big deluxe box on this one here. Look at the side there. Looking very good. Glamour shot of the action figure, of course. Amazing origin issues. So you do get a little stand background for that. I don't know if I will use that. I haven't used it on the other deluxe ones. I just don't know if I need all that real estate to Radioactive Man. I'd rather have just a traditional figure. We'll see what's going on. We haven't heard much more about these deluxe figures either. So will we get more of these in the future? I guess we'll have to see. Nothing too fun there. Man, I've never seen so much jibber jabber in my life on the back. Radioactive Man. Light up chest. Okay, so it does light up. So obviously it's a little bit more deluxe. Once again, I don't feel like I really need that with this figure, but I guess once again, your mileage may vary. That's kind of the story of action figures, isn't it? Really the story of anything. You like what you like, you don't what you don't. But can I get them out of the package? Let's see. All right. All kinds of stuff. Got the box right here. Off to the side. See you later like a young Danny Ainge. Shout out to Danny Ainge. Wonder what he's up to these days. You got a big instructions, I guess. Look at all this. Oh my gosh, we got to put batteries in here. Looks like it does possibly come with batteries. I guess we're going to find out real soon here in a second. But you got a nice little stand going on for this one here. Like the looks of that. And then we do got him in the package here. But I'm going to take this offline, get him out, see if we need some batteries. And we'll be back talking all things Radioactive Man. All right, we got Radioactive Man out of the package. A lot more twist ties than I was anticipating with this one. Jakks always keeping us guessing back from the wrestling days, I guess. But we did get the nice little diorama for this one. Once again, not sure if I'm going to end up using this. I guess I might for now. But once this line keeps growing and growing, real estate gets a little tough for the Simpsons line. Might have to put this one away, but it is a nice backdrop, of course, of Radioactive Man #1. November 1952, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the year my dad was born. I think that's the case there. So this could be a tribute to my dad. 10 cents, #1, Radioactive Man created a hero. You got a big explosion going on back there. I think that's what that is. Or is it an explosion from Radioactive Man out the back door? Who knows? Who knows? You do get a little flight stand that does connect in. It's got the little arm on it, the articulation down low and at the top. Hugs him at the waist, look real good there. You also get a stand right here. You know me, I'm a sucker. I love a stand. So you do put a stand on him there if you want to. Nothing on the back, nothing on the bottom. You just sit this in your shelf like so. But then, of course, you get Radioactive Man here. It is your traditional Jakks figure, but a little bit more deluxe here, and including inside the battery. Now, Mine was a little weird. Let's see if I can get it to work again. I was moving it back and forth. There we go. Okay. So you just push the button on his belt and it will light up right there. So a little bit, mine was stuck. There was a pull tab out of here and the thing wouldn't go back and forth. I had to kind of really force it. Now it's pretty good. So you do stick that on the front. You turn it off, back and forth, of course, off and on. And then you do hit the belt and it'll turn it different. Kind of varies of light. We'll have it in the glamour shot. With all the lights going on here, it's not going to show up really, really good. But he is glowing up. So that is, I think, a lot of the $24.99 deluxe price point on this one is because of that feature added to it. Not a huge fan of the battery stuff. It didn't really need to be there for me. We didn't get with the Super 7 one. It's a cool little thing, but not necessarily a must-have. And you do always worry with the batteries in the back. It looks like it takes batteries, like watch batteries, those little disc batteries. Not sure if this will degrade in the back there, so it's one of those things too. We see a lot of toys ruined because of old batteries left in the figure, so we'll see what happens in the future there. But it is Radioactive Man. There's no mistake in this. If you know The Simpsons, you know Radioactive Man, you know who this is when you see it. Little lightning bolt at the top of the head. You got the little atom sign in the forehead, red mask, yellow skin tone as we get with the Simpsons characters, of course. Plastic cape back here, moves around a little bit. It's okay. It's not Lando great, but it's an okay cape, I guess. You get the button on the back of his back, of course, and that's where you do put the batteries in back here. You got the Radioactive symbol on the chest. You got a nice belt there. Red costume. You got the yellow boots. You got the yellow gloves, the yellow forearm guards. You do got a little lightning watch going on, looking very nice over there. And he's got 2 fists of Radioactive Fury. He's ready to throw some radioactive punches, of course, in bunches. Articulation, head back and forth, no up and down. Arms all the way around for us, bicep cut, single jointed elbow, side to side at the elbow, hands back and forth, side to side, no waist articulation. We do get legs that splay out, legs that go up for the shin kick, I guess, single jointed knees, no side to side there. Then you get ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down. So a little bit of articulation, nothing to really write home about. Of course, he will fit on the stand. He will fit on the flight stand, depending how you want to display him. But he is truly the amazing Origin issue Radioactive Man right there. A fun little figure here. Not a huge fan of the $25 price point. I did use my $5 monthly gift card. I don't know what it is. You're a GameStop member. They give you $5 a month. So I did use this on this. So I got it for like $19.99. And then I had like a dollar point in there. So I got the price down a little bit to make myself feel better about my life. And we all need that from time to time. So I don't know. It really varies. I would prefer this just a regular figure in the $13 price range. Would have been nicer for me. We'll see. I don't know if this deluxe line is going to catch on fire like the traditional one. And so there is some varying opinions whether or not the traditional one is catching fire. I personally do not think it is. I think most of them are peg warmers. And I've said since the get-go, I'm worried about future waves getting kind of bunched up and lost in the shuffle because a lot of the stuff isn't selling as fast as I think they hoped and anticipated. But we'll see what happens. We're here to stick it out. You never know what might happen with these Simpsons line. Of course, going back to the Super 7 line not too long ago, a fabulous Radioactive Man in that line. Just one of the most disappointing lines of all time. Some quality issues that really hurt the line, but just the ending of the line before we even got the original family was just an absolute tragedy. So one of those what if lines could have been out there as a Super 7 one. But not bad. 2 different Radioactive Men in my collection. Never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. Here we are. But what's your thoughts on Radioactive Man? This one worth a pickup to you? A pass, a long game, a no game? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, including early access to both YouTube channel videos. Appreciate the support over there. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and now on TikTok. So for Radioactive Man, I'm Radioactive Kyle. See you guys all real soon.